What did you find to be the toughest part of getting it written?
Right, I think you know the answer to that already, but I think the toughest part was actually telling my story. Getting started with it was quite tough. Just how to structure it out and things like that. The stuff that you helped me with about how to tell a story. But the real problem with it, I think, for many of us, first writing a book or any book writer, is your vulnerability. Whether it be a non-fiction book like mine, where I'm telling some of my story and then showing the techniques, or somebody writing a novel. And letting others see their story, their story, their creative inspiration that's gone in there. It's very difficult to do that at first on your own. I think it takes a very brave person to step out there on their own and just do that. And I found it a lot easier working with you when you came back and said, well, actually, we need to know more about why we should use this technique from your story, so that I would put more of myself into it. As you know, I'm a big advocate of Brené Brown's work on vulnerability, and working with you really was the catalyst for me being able to tell more of that story, because it is quite hard, to put yourself out there, warts and all, whether it be your non-fiction story or the novel, as I said. It's your baby, if you like. But having a catalyst to help you get that started is a fantastic thing, and actually draw out some of those bits that you need to give more to the audience with. So that was the toughest part, really, telling the whole story and actually being a bit vulnerable with it.
Yeah, you did it beautifully. I know we did have to have a few talks about going ahead and doing it.
Yes.
So encouraged by your courage in being vulnerable and writing from your heart and just putting it out there in a way that so many people want to do but can't quite find it in themselves to do that. So thank you for your courage and for telling all the gritty parts that that honestly people really need to know, and need to know that there's hope and there's life and there's more to, as you told me one day on one of our coaching sessions, this too will pass. And I think your book really brought that to life in a very beautiful way, to know that there's more to life than just the darkness that we may be experiencing now, and that there's hope. So thank you again for your courage and your willingness to be authentic.